Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. Beautiful March day. If you're in Texas, this is like the 1 week of spring that you get, and then it jumps right into summer. Wherever you are, I hope you're having a beautiful day. We are so glad to be here to talk a bit about entry-level driver training for schools, the Class B and P endorsement and S endorsement. Yes, we've been in this for a year now. The mandate went into effect last February. We've learned a lot along the way, and we've definitely have figured out how to streamline the training on the theory side. And so we're excited to talk with you about entry-level driver training, how to get it done, and the fastest way, the easiest way, take some questions. I'm Lydia Wommack. I'm with Infinit-I, and Leslie is joining us today. Leslie, would you like to say hello?
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us. I know you guys are super busy, so we appreciate you taking part of your day to attend. I've been with the company a little over 5 years now. Started out in the trucking side as a CSR, ended up moving into sales, and I'm very happy to be serving all of you. Thank you again. If you will open up your chat to everyone, so if you have any questions to ask throughout, we'll be able to grab them and be able to answer you at the Q&A session. Thank you.
Good. So we sat down with our colleague Woody. Leslie and Woody sat down a few weeks ago and really just talked about what ELDT means, what's happening, and how to approach it. So we recorded that session. We're going to play it here in just a moment. And then at the end of the recording, we're going to do a live demonstration and have a live Q&A so you can ask all of your questions. Again, if you have any questions along the way, pop them in chat. We'll be on there. And then we can do a live conversation afterwards. So with no further ado, we'll jump right in. Let me get this rolling.
Welcome, everybody. Leslie and I are very excited for this conversation today because today's topic is still such a big thing in the industry right now. Today's topic is entry-level driver training, or as it's more commonly referred, ELDT. In February of 2022, the FMC mandate for entry-level driver training requirements. It affects all new and upgraded CDL holders from that point forward, and with so much driver turnover, it's something we're all going to run into quite a bit. And because it's mandated, you must have a paper trail and you must have proof of all reporting. Okay, Leslie, what exactly is ELDT?
Entry-level driver training is required to ensure that all commercial motor vehicle drivers receive adequate training. It's a federally mandated baseline for our drivers. Who does it apply to? All new CDL holders after February 7th, 2022, and anyone pursuing an upgraded license for the first time. If your drivers already had their CDL and endorsements before February 7th, 2022, this does not apply to them. ELDT is broken down into two major sections, theory and behind the wheel training. We are going to focus our discussion today on the theory training piece. We are an approved provider under the Training Provider Registry. We offer FMCSA approved theory training for Class B and your P and S endorsements. We've done the heavy lifting for you, the research, the creation, the templating, and even reporting. The beauty of that is you don't have to create all of this content and then keep it updated over time for your team. We do it for you. When you work with a theory content provider like us, all you have to worry about is the second circle on the screen, behind the wheel training. That's the part where your drivers get real experience in the vehicle. This is where your new drivers get the hands-on experience as well.
Remember, there is no required amount of time for ELDT. You just have to cover all of the topics set forth by the FMCSA for each class or endorsement. So put down your stopwatches, right, Leslie?
Right, Woody. Although I'm happy to say we've been able to reduce the training time through our marker learning approach, so your drivers can definitely complete this training faster while still checking off all the boxes through us. Most of our clients are able to complete the training in about 11 hours or less. So again, no time requirements. Instead, the FMCSA has established 29 training topics for Class B, 18 training topics for the passenger endorsement, and 11 training topics for the school bus endorsement. Meaning a school bus driver trainees starting from scratch will have 58 topics they will need to be trained on for the theory portion of the entry-level driver training. As I said earlier, Infinit-I only provides theory training, so I won't cover the behind-the-wheel topics in depth. But just a heads up, there are 18 training topics for Class B, 6 for passenger endorsement, and 6 for the school bus endorsement.
So, what are the training topics? I won't read through all of these, but you can see that the main sections are basic operation, safe operating procedures, advanced operating practices, vehicle systems and reporting malfunctions, non-driving activities.
Some of these topics, like pre and post-trip inspections, are pretty robust. So we've actually broken some of them out into additional classes to make it easier for drivers to complete the training and really internalize the info. We don't want them throwing their hands up because it drags on and on. That doesn't help them, and it doesn't help you with their training process.
The passenger endorsement has 18 required topics. Pretty standard information. We'll give you a few seconds to check over. And the S endorsement has 11 required topics. Those of you with sharp eyes will notice that the Class B, P endorsement, and S endorsement theory training requirements all have some overlap. That was intentional by the FMCSA and is actually a fantastic approach to really drive home the training. We at Infinit-I know that frequent training leads to behavioral changes, so the best approach to really ensure that your drivers understand and do what you want is through repetition. Again, the vast majority of this is pretty standard stuff, and it's meant to be. The FMCSA's goal here isn't to reinvent the wheel, just to standardize the training it takes to get behind them. So that's the 58 topics to cover, and you can certainly do this by yourself. All the requirements are available online. But why would you when we've already taken care of it?
Yes, please don't waste your time and energy when our ELDT theory packages are pre-built and ready to go, and we maintain the videos over time. If for some reason the training requirements are amended, we'll update it for you. Our internal researchers and video production specialists based in our Texarkana headquarters stay up to speed on all these requirements so you don't have to.
Our video production team has always tried to keep it short. We pioneered microlearning, or short videos which usually run less than 6 minutes and keep the driver's attention, which reduces overall training time. ELDT training on Infinit-I can be completed in a quarter of the time with our short to-the-point videos. ELDT videos plus over 600 other training videos are all included with Infinit-I.
No one's attention span is long these days, let alone the hours and hours it takes to complete all 58 required ELDT topics. So having ELDT broken out into short videos is key. And since we're talking about it, all of our videos are short and to the point too. With Infinit-I, you not only have access to the ELDT training videos, you also get over 600 other student transportation training videos for free. One of our clients' favorite things about using Infinit-I for ELDT is that it's self-paced. Because we're a web-based training platform with an app, drivers can complete training anytime, anywhere they have internet. Plus, it is so simple. Our IT team has really developed the platform to be easy and straightforward to use. Coaches love the mobile app because they're on the go all the time and can knock out training in between teaching, coaching, and traveling.
And it's not just simple for your drivers, it's also easy for you. We've preset the ELDT templates so you don't have to worry about accidentally misassigning anything. Even better, we document everything. One of the key things to remember is the passing score requirement of 80%. FMCSA wants CMB drivers to do more than take the training. They want drivers to understand it. So there's a passing grade requirement of 80%. There is a multiple choice quiz at the end of each video. No massive exam at the end. They're going to test as they go. Our system documents every video and quiz so that you can see at a glance how they're progressing. And you have a date and time-stamped paper trail when they finish the training. So, after all that information, how do you get the training? The short answer is to either find a training provider or become one. But this is where things can get a little more complicated. In order to monitor and regulate these new requirements, the FMCSA has created the Training Provider Registry.
Training providers for entry-level driver training must be listed on the Training Provider Registry. Yes, that includes you if you're training your driver trainees. Becoming an approved training provider requires submitting an electronic application to the training provider registry, self-certifying that you meet all ELDT requirements, affirming under penalty or perjury that you will only teach the prescribed ELDT curriculum, maintaining documentation proving ELDT compliance in the event of an audit. Once a training provider has been accepted to the TPR, they'll be assigned a unique training provider ID number, which will appear on a driver trainee's record in the commercial driver license information system.
But you really don't need to worry about it because Infinit-I is an approved training provider on the FMCSA Training Provider Registry for ELDT theory training. We are listed under our business name, Vertical Alliance Group. The beautiful thing is there's no paper chase. We handle all the reporting for you, so you don't have to.
Infinit-I can automatically transmit completed training records to the FMCSA on your behalf. ELDT completions are transmitted directly to the FMCSA TPR every 5 minutes. You may also choose to self-report and use our easy reporting feature to export the training records.
But you don't have to hassle with the reporting if you don't want to. Like we said before, our platform documents everything, and it's uploaded automatically to the TPR.
Because we like making things easy for you. The benefits of using Infinit-I are video content solutions for ELDT, ongoing, retraining, and onboarding, rock solid documentation, and relentless client service.
Now, if this interests you even in the least, reach out to schedule a demo today. Contact Leslie Smith at 903-480-6534 or at leslie.smith@verticalag.com. That's Leslie with an IE. Now, I know you guys have a lot of questions. This is the perfect time to drop them in the chat, and Leslie and I will give you some answers.
Okay, so a lot of information there and rather quickly. So always best to just open up the floor and ask questions live. And Leslie, I think, is going to jump in and show us the system itself, how we set up the training, how we package it to ensure that everyone is able to get all of the training completed, so there are no gaps, no missing pieces, and also to show you how we report. You can always self-report. That is something that came up in the video there, but we will show you how we do it and the information that you'll need to input. So with that, Leslie, go ahead and take it away.
Okay, thank you, Lydia. I'll share my screen. Okay, guys, this is our main login screen. I see a few of you on the chat that may have already seen this right now, but we're going to log in as an admin to our system. Go straight to add a new user because we're going to start a new user with class B, PNS. All you have to do is add the first and last name. The most required fields are with the asterisk here. So I'm just going to do Larry S. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 for the password. You can also click to show these. I'm just going to add an email address. We are going to flip this to email notification. So now we have to do the date of birth. This is required for ELDT, and then we're going to hit save. So now we are going to automatically flip over to the license feature. You're going to want to add their permit information. So this is what helps, along with their date of birth and their name on their license, transmit over to the TPR. You're going to put the expiration date. You're going to click on the state and the permit, and you can choose the endorsement as well. Whoops. And all you have to do is click save. So now that is added, we go straight over to our assignment list. All we have to do, since we have a whole bunch of pre-made templates for all of our clients that first start with us, is click the new assignment, drop down the templates that we need, and add them. The most important thing here to remember is you really only need to add the dates and click next.
Leslie, a question in the chat from Cheryl. Can you bulk add users? Or
Yes.
can we integrate with systems to add the data?
We have a couple people that we can integrate with, and we also have our own API token link that we can give to our clients if they want to integrate. But when you first start with us, your CSR that's assigned to your account is going to bulk upload all of your users, all their license information that you'd like to have in the system. So that way you don't have to worry about adding them all, unless you really want to. And once you get them all in, if you have one here and there for ELDT, you can always feel free to add them yourself or shoot your CSR an email or call them and ask them for help doing it the first couple times. So now we're going to scroll down past the library, which saved all of your information. And now we're going to go and add the user. Click next. Next, pass your notifications and make the assignment. So there we are. We have the class B. Now we are going to go and add the P. Oops. There we go. I always add the username just for reference if I ever have to go in and edit anything. Click next again. Scroll down. Next. Add Larry to the assignment again. Next. Next again, pass your notifications and make that assignment. Last one now is the school bus endorsement. Choose our dates again. Click next. Scroll down past the content. Next. Next. And make your assignment. Now you are completely done. We can go over and log in as Larry as a user. And now you can see he has all of his training listed out right here. So he is set to go and start his training. It happens that fast. Is there any questions?
Let's see. We have some questions about licensing section and notification. So, so can you track external, let's see, can you track their external records and certifications in the system so you know when other things for them expire? And are the notifications sent from the system to let users know that, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, no, that's okay. You guys can put multiple license features in there. It can be bus driver certifications, DOT physical, CDLs, their permits, whatever you guys track throughout the year, throw it in there. The system is going to send them a notification at 90 days before their renewal, 60 days, 30 days, 7 days, and they'll send them a weekly overdue. So if you guys want to throw all that stuff in there so you guys can make them more responsible for getting that information to you, I say go ahead, go for it, because our system will send them a text or an email. No preference. It's completely up to you and what you want to sign them up with. And the same thing for the notifications for the training. They go out immediately, text or email, with a link to our training site. So if they do not want to use the mobile app that we have available, they can just click the link and log in.
And are the managers informed of all of this information? So do they get the notifications for, reminder that things are coming up to due soon, things are past due now, or completions?
Yes, they get them as well. And even if you have like someone that you don't want to be a full admin in the system, just a group admin, maybe over a driver group, an ELDT group, you can set them up to receive the notifications for new and overdue as well. The overdue assignment notifications go out weekly.
Great.
Anyone else?
Well, we do have a question that relates to roll call, but maybe we can come back to that if you have anything more you want to talk about for ELDT.
I'm good with that. If you have any roll call question.
Okay, great. Well, it's a two-part question. How do we track and document training for live training sessions? Do we have a way to do that?
Yes, right
Okay.
here in our roll call. All you have to do is make an assignment with what you're going to train on in person and a description. And then you add your group or your people that are supposed to attend the training. So when you close that out, it gives you all of the information, certificates, reporting, and the people that are not there do not receive any of the information. So it's kind of a place to house all of your in-person, in-house training and your online training and all your license information all in one. You guys
Great.
can also add your own content to this platform and use it for your in-house training too.
Great. And content, what kind of content can you add?
You can pretty much add anything here. And yes, our system is SCORM compliant.
So you can upload video, PDF, PowerPoint,
Mhm.
a SCORM package.
Yes.
That's great. A YouTube link to a YouTube video. You just want to be careful that that video is public domain, is, there aren't any copyright issues
Right.
there, but yep.
Yep.
What about, Leslie, what about integration with Zoom and Teams? That was a question in chat, and we don't currently integrate with Zoom and Teams and other, live video, although it is
Right.
on development work list. But I know you've had some interesting workarounds for clients before. So can you tell us about that?
Yes, right here on the announcements page, I have some people that like to do some virtual training for people that cannot attend. So what they do is they put a link in the announcements section here. So this is yours to customize at any point in time, or you can turn it off if you do not want to use it. So you can put a Zoom link on here, a Teams link, so anyone can log into their training site, click the link, and you guys can be able to see them on your end. They can see you. And if you have training for them to do after your meeting, they can just go to their classroom and complete their training.
Right. So if you don't mind, going back to ELDT and to the documentation piece of that, the reporting aspect is so critical, right? Because you the client, or you out there as a school can sign up to be your own training provider. It isn't necessarily difficult, but there are definitely steps in place. We've done that, so you don't have to, but you could do it if you want to. But the reporting piece is important because you have to report the training completions within a certain window of time. So we are set up to automatically send those completions over to FMCSA, so that record is checked off. And one of the critical parts of that is entering the information in the first place correctly. So, the only place we really see few hiccups here and there with clients who are trying to transmit records is that maybe they got some of the information incorrect on the user additions. You have to make sure a couple of things are matching the permits. Can you just remind us of those, please, Leslie?
Yes, the exact name that's on their license, their date of birth, and their permit number. Now, every once in a while, somebody may fat finger a name or put in, a number wrong. But the cool thing about our system is if you let your CSR know, or you realize that, and you go in and edit it because you don't find the records on the TPR check, all you have to do is go in and fix it. And with the next couple hours, our system will cycle back around and send those reports over. So you don't have to worry about, oh my gosh, I have to go in and do it myself.
Very good. Very good. A relief. That's a relief.
Yeah.
We get, I see in my inbox most mornings a quick report that just does a quick check. We look for that, anything that was flagged as an incomplete submission, basically, so that we can, do our due diligence on our end to catch that and help clients fix it.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Are there any other questions for Leslie, or any questions about ELDT or the system itself? If not, I would love to just remind everyone that ELDT is part of Infinit-I's content package, but it's not the only part. So there are almost 400 videos available for student transportation. Leslie, what are some of the favorite videos or most commonly used videos?
Like student management, student behavior management. We have, like some de-escalation training. People use like tail swing backing for retraining. We have a whole bunch of, speed videos as well. But pretty much anything you guys trained on throughout the year, you're going to be able to find it in here.
Yep, that's great. Student management, special needs. Yep. Big library and constantly growing. Our video production team releases new content every month. We have an in-house team that does this, researchers, scriptwriters, video production specialists. So we do roll out new content constantly, and it's all included. It's all part of the package. So.
Awesome. Well, if anyone wants some more information, I pop my information up here again, or schedule a demo to where we can go through the information more in depth, the user side and the admin side. I'd be happy to do that with you.
Great. Thank you so much, Leslie. A reminder, everyone, that we will send out a replay of this video in case you want to watch back, but Leslie's the best source. She is happy to hop on and talk through your specific needs with you. So please don't hesitate to reach out. And again, thank you so much for joining us today. We hope we can help make this piece a little easier for everyone. Glad to be here to help, whatever you need. Thanks.
Thank you, everyone. Have a great day.
Bye.